Amazon Elastic Cache. So Amazon Elastic Cache is a fully managed in-memory data store which is compatible with Redis and Memcache. So as we know, cache memory is the fastest memory. So the same concept is being used in Amazon Web Services. So Elastic Cache set up, run, scale, popular open source compatible in-memory data store. It is basically used in use cases like caching, session store, gaming, geospatial services, real-time analytics, and queuing. What are the benefits? The three benefits are extreme performance. So as it uses in-memory data store and cache support, so that's why the performance is extreme, the throughput is maximum, fully managed, so the user do not have to worry about hardware provisioning, software patching, setup, configuration, monitoring, failure recovery, backup, etc. It is being taken care by the Amazon Web Services. Scalable. So depending upon requirement, it can scale out or scale in, scale up or scale down. Next, caching strategy. The different caching strategies are lazy loading, write through, adding, TTL. Lazy loading. So as the name is lazy loading, that means it's load the data in the cache memory whenever it is required or necessary. So let us analyze this diagram. So this is the application. It makes a request to the cache memory. So if it is found in the cache memory, cache hit takes place, and if it is not, cache miss takes place, and if cache miss takes place, then it again make a request to the database, and if it is found, then it gets the acknowledgement. So in this way, whenever the data is needed, it requests to the cache. So that's why the name is lazy loading. So what are the advantages? Only requested data is cached. Node failure aren't fatal for the application. What are the disadvantages? Initial request for the data from the cache, query of database from the data, writing the data into the cache. This is the pseudocode how to implement lazy loading. Write through. Write through add the data or update data in the cache memory whenever the data is written to the database. Here the advantages are data in the cache is never stalled, write penalty and read penalty. So every write involves two steps, write to the cache, write to the database. Disadvantages: missing data and cache churn. So these are the pseudocode for write through. And the last one, adding TTL. So TTL stands for time to live. So it is an integer value. We specify the number of seconds until the key expires. So Memcache specified this value in second. So when the application attempt to read the expired key, it is treated as though the key is not found. So the database is queried from the key and the cache is updated. So in this way, we can add TTL, and these are the pseudocode for adding TTL to the cache.